So we have these things given here, that is length given, diameter given, and resistance given. We have to find this rho. We have to calculate the rho, and for that, whatever we need, it is given, but area we have to calculate. So area is pi r square. From diameter, we got radius, and from radius, we'll get area, which will be equals to pi r square. So this rho will be equals to r, that is 2 ohms, into area, that is pi, into r square, that is 0.2, into 0.2 divided by L, and L is 10 meters. Now length is in meters, and this 0.2 and 0.2 is in millimeters. So that's why convert that to meters. So that's why divided by 1000. Clear? So now everything is in meters. So this is our rho, which will be equals to 4 into 2, 8. So 3.14 into 8. Right? So that is so that will be equals to 2.512 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meters. Right? So this is the answer, and this is how we are going to solve this question. So it was a straightforward question, which now I think you know how to solve such questions. Let's see another question. A uniform wire is cut into a uniform wire is cut into 10 segments, increasing in length in equal steps. Right? So uniform wire, that means its cross section is uniform throughout, is cut into 10 segments, and each segment's length is increasing. So length is increasing in equal steps. The resistance of shortest segment is R. Shortest segment resistance is equals to R. And the resistance of the other segments increase in steps of 8, and increment in steps of 8 ohms. So that means first section's resistance is R, second section's resistance is R plus 8, third section's resistance is R plus 16, and so on. And there are such 10 segments. If the resistance of the longest segment is 2R, so this is the longest segment, the last segment, and that is equals to 2R. Find the value of R, and hence find the resistance of the original wire. So it's basically, if you say this, this is your question of AP, arithmetic progression. So first segment AR, second segment R plus 8, and the last segment is 2R, which is the longest segment having the maximum resistance. Correct? So the common difference is here what? Common difference is 8. And there are how many segments? 10 segments. So that means the last segment's resistance R, last segment resistance will be equals to what? R plus 9 into D, where D is what? D is 8. So that means R plus 9 into 8 is equals to 2R. What do we have to find? We have to find R. So 9 into 8 is equals to 2R minus R. That means R is equals to 72 ohms. So the resistance of the original wire or the first wire was the first segment was 72 ohms. Now we have to find, say, resistance of original wire, that is the wire before it was cut into 10 segments. So again, these terms, these are the resistances: R, R plus 8, R plus 16, 2R. These are the resistances. And if we have to find the total of these resistances, which is actually in AP. So sum of AP is what? Sum of AP, there are various formulas. So if I have to find sum of AP, one is that you do n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 D. That is one way of doing that. Or it is n by 2 first term plus last term. So A represents first term and L represents last term. So even this is, actually these two formula are same, because out of this 2A, A we have taken here, and then you have A plus n minus 1D, which is actually last term. So we can apply or use any one of these. I'll take this one because we have those two. We have R and we have 2R, which is the last term, and we have number of terms, that is 10 divided by 2. So what is R? R is actually 72. So this is 3 into 72 into 10 divided by 2. So that is equals to 1080 ohms. So the question was formed in such a way that it may look confusing, but ultimately we saw that it was just an AP question, arithmetic progression question. Let's move to next question. A current of 2 milliamperes is passed through a color-coded carbon resistor. So current is 2 milliamperes and it is passed through a color-coded carbon resistor. So the colors are, colors of what? Colors of resistors are with first, second and third ring yellow, green and orange. So yellow, green, orange. This is green. What is the voltage drop across the resistor? So that means we are here neglecting the tolerance of the resistance. So what do we have to find? We have to find the voltage drop. So voltage drop across the resistor is equals to what? That's what we have to find. So what is voltage drop? Voltage drop, we know that that is equals to IR. So we have I, but what we want is R. Again here R is given indirectly. That the colors are Y, G and O, that is yellow, green and orange. So if we remember, this is yellow, this is green, and what else? Orange. This is orange. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So yellow is 4, green is 5 and orange is 3. So that means this resistance R is equals to 45 into 10 to the power 3 ohms. Right? Now coming to voltage drop, that is equals to IR. So I is equals to 2 milliamperes, that into R, that is 45 into 10 to the power 3 ohms. So this is equals to 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 amperes into 45 into 10 to the power 3 ohms. So total it will be in volts. So that is equals to 90 volts. Okay. So I think these are very easy questions. Let's move to the next one. An arc lamp operates at 80 volts, 10 ampere. So this is the requirement or the configuration in which a lamp works, that it needs 80 volt or 10 amperes. Now suggest a method to use it with a 240 volt DC source. So this is your appliance, but the source of electricity which we have, that source is 240 volts DC. DC means direct current or steady current. Calculate the value of electric component required for this purpose. So what do we have to find? We have to find the whatever component we are using this, or whatever is our way of using it, we need to find the value for that. So first of all, when this configuration of that lamp is given, that means we have V and I. So what is left? We can find R. So what will be R? R will be 80 volts divided by 10 amperes, that is 8 ohms. That means the resistance of the arc lamp is 8 ohms. And now this is the source, which is 240 volts. But this 240 volts will be able to use, or will be able to be used by this, what is there, the lamp, only if the voltage drop across this is 80 volts, or there is only 10 ohms, 10 amperes of current going through this. So try to understand in this way. This is, suppose, our lamp. It has a resistance. The current which goes through it, which it can support, is only 10 amperes, right? And the potential difference across this, which it can see, is only, I mean, if this 10 ampere current, if it flows through this, the resistance of this is 8 ohms, and due to that, the potential drop which we will see here will be equals to 80 volts. What happens if there is more current? There will be more potential drop, and or you can say there will be more heating effect also, so it can even burn. Now what, so that means if this is the situation, if you have something like this bulb connected with a supply which gives only 80 volts, then 10 ampere currents flows through this, and this is 8 ohms. This is the perfect condition for this arc lamp. There won't be any problem here. This is perfect condition. But what is given here is that the supply which we have is actually a 240 volt supply. So the supply which we have in reality here is 240 volt supply. Now what will happen if I connect this bulb directly to this, or the lamp directly to this? The potential drop across this will be 240, and anyways I'm not going to change this resistance, so this is as it is. So the current which will flow through this will be 240 divided by 8, that is 30 amperes, and that will burn this lamp if 30 amperes passes through this. So now what should be done? So this, we know this, that V is equals to IR. So this 240 is equals to IR. If I want this I to be fixed to 10, and V is given that V is also fixed, that is 240 in the given scenario. So the only thing I have left is now this R, but R of bulb I cannot change. but it gives us an idea that if this circuit's resistance is somehow increased, then the current in the circuit will decrease. So that means what should I do is I should add another resistance in series with that lamp, so that now the total resistance is not this, not V is equals to I plus R. What is this now? V is equals to I into R plus R dash, and that is equals to 240, right? So, and I is equals to, so I know that this we have to maintain, or we have to use these values here in this equation. So what we did, so the first question was how to do this. So that is by adding a resistance in series. So we answered how part. Now how much resistance we have to add? So in order to answer that, you substitute these values. So when you substitute these values, you have this 240 is equals to 10 into R plus R dash. That means R plus R dash is equals to 24, and R is 8. So this means R dash is 16. So this is our answer. That means we connect a resistance R, which is equals to 16 ohms here in parallel, sorry, in series with this given bulb or lamp. So this is 16 ohms. Let's solve one more question. The external diameter of a 5-meter long hollow tube is 10 centimeter and thickness of its wall is 5 millimeter. So a hollow tube is there. Its external dia is equals to 10 centimeters. External diameter is 10 centimeter. Length is 5 meters, and thickness of this tube's wall, thickness of wall is 5 millimeter. The specific resistance or the resistivity of this is made of copper, so that resistivity rho is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 5 ohm meter. So we have to find the resistance of this wire. What is the resistance of this wire?